The worst hurricane to hit Tampa, Florida in 101 years is scheduled to make landfall later this week when Hurricane Ian, with winds exceeding 130 miles an hour, expected to make landfall. And people in Florida are urged to evacuate, and hundreds of thousands have already done so, and thousands are already flooding the supermarkets to buy up all the groceries in the store. My name is Brian Barsoon. I'll be covering the Hurricane Ian in this video and all the details surrounding that. Today's Monday, September 26th. But just getting right into this, here's a picture of what is projected to be the hurricane as it makes landfall in Florida. As you can see, the huge amount of rain that's supposed to bring to the area, and it's expected to trend up into Georgia and to parts of South Carolina and other southern states. Just taking a look, here's 50 miles of traffic in Florida and Tampa Bay, with residents already being urged to evacuate before the storm hits. Expected to make landfall around Tuesday or Wednesday, and then proceed up into the southeastern United States around Thursday or Friday. And over the weekend, this was the site at many stores, such as this store here in Costco, where the shelves were emptied, all water was bought up, all the food, all your perishables being bought up. You see some more photos here of people buying groceries at the store, either leaving or barricading in. And Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has issued a statewide state of emergency and is urging citizens in the direct line of the path to evacuate and flee to other parts of the state or other states. So let's just take a look here, just breaking down the article here. So leave now, do not wait. 300,000 Floridians are ordered to evacuate, and saying it could reach 140 miles an hour. And they're calling it the storm of the century. The last time Tampa had a storm this bad was back in 1921, where it got 115 mile an hour winds and had killed 8 people. So they're comparing it to that. It's very cyclical when storms like this. It seems like always around 100 years you get like a really bad one. It's just happened to line up in this case for this one. And it's already about to hit Cuba on Monday. And it will be category 2 or 3 at that point, and then will strengthen, and it can even possibly be a category 4 as it makes landfall. And just taking a look here, I've been urged to get out now. There could be 15-foot waves, 140 mile an hour winds, and that would give it the category 4 classification. Terrified residents have started desperately digging huge trenches to redirect floodwater, while others have stripped shelves bare of water and essentials. So just taking a look down here, you can see people, getting the sandbags all ready to kind of prop up their residences or their businesses to make sure that they're salvageable after the storm. I thought this one was interesting. I never knew this was the thing you do. You take steel chairs and then you throw them into the pool, and I guess it weighs them down and it prevents them from flying all over the place. I just never would have thought of that, and it's just that's the weirdest thing, just seeing a bunch of chairs in the bottom of a pool. Hopefully you don't dive in there, you don't realize what's going on, and you just dive into a bunch of steel chairs. But anyway, so hundreds of people were seen taking to the roads as they attempted to flee. You can see everyone trying to help out, getting lumber to board up their windows. And there's been several projections. Right there is this where the hurricane is right here. If you can see where my mouse is hovering over it, that's the hurricane in question right there, Ian. And so just so you can see some of the clouds from there as well. So, and then you can see the buying, everyone's mass buying. You would think this was the beginning of the pandemic and people were just buying up toilet paper and everything, but nope. So you can see this is the projected path here. So this is where it is currently, and then it's going to make its way into this area here, which is around Tampa Bay. So Miami looks like it will dodge most of it. You just get some showers. And then you got Georgia is pretty much going to bear the brunt of it, and then South Carolina will get some as well a couple days later. And you can see the projections here for that. Looks like Panama City and Tampa are going to be in the epicenters here. And you have Cuba just going to get the tip of Cuba is going to get hit. It looks like Mexico will avoid it as well. And it's going to intensify here because the Gulf of Mexico does have warm water, and depending on how the hurricane is going to be, that can intensify the storm greatly. Usually when it's warmer water, that can make it greater. Sometimes colder water doesn't affect it as much. These are different models. Obviously, that has one that goes way off to the right here, but most of them are projecting to hit Tampa and Panama City there, so you can see right there. There's some other maps you can see as well. And then you can go back all even further here. You can see the different depressions and hurricanes in the area. So here you can see there's Ian right there and its current location. Hurricane Ian is not only disrupting the lives of the people and the businesses in the state of Florida, it's also disrupting NASA's attempts to launch Artemis 1. As the CNN article goes over, Artemis 1 rocket to roll back inside as storm delays next launch attempt. So if you're not familiar, the Artemis 1 is a rocket. It's NASA's attempt to return humans to the moon. So it's several phases going on. This was the first phase of it to be unmanned. Now this is the third attempt. The first two attempts were due to issues. They had leaks in the fuel lines. They were trying to fill up a liquid nitrogen, and they were running into some issues earlier this month. So it got postponed again to this Thursday, and because of the storm, is now being postponed again. There's no timetable as to when they'll be able to have another attempt at this. So when we find out, I'll let you know. But just going over it here, it's going to make a 4.5 mile trek back to the maintenance building starting at 11 p.m. on Monday. So in a few hours' time of me making this and this being out there, they're rolling it back. The overall goal was to return humans to the moon for the first time in half a century. Obviously, 1969 was when the last time we were up there. And now they're trying to look at some other avenues as what to do. So we'll see what happens with that. So it's affecting everyone pretty much in Florida and all around the country. So that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to cover Hurricane Ian and everything going on with that, and obviously other factors as well. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Share the video with your friends if they're not aware of what's going on with Hurricane Ian. And comment down below if you live in the state of Florida or in the surrounding areas. Would love to hear from you as you guys prepare for this. And hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when my videos go live. And thanks for watching, and take care.